Hello, hello, hello! Here we are again! Hello Ponta, hello Zubida, hello Artsinist. As I am streaming, I hope you got yourself the dew sleep you had in queue, cause holy shit, you are insane. Welcome everyone to another 100-line stream. God damn it, why do I stream this game so little? Jesus Christ, I love this game. I promise I slept more before this, I promise. I'll take your word for it. Alright. So, I believe this is your first time watching a stream of this game, Artsinist. And this game is kind of wacky, and there's a lot of plot in here, and you might be a little lost. I will send you, I'll do the same thing I did for Zubida. I do have a doc, like a Word doc with notes in this game, and I am gonna send it to you on Discord if you want to like kind of catch up with it a little bit. It's not a long read, and if you know, just in case you don't want to be too lost, that's kind of like a summary of the plot so far. So yeah, right here we had a pretty wild session last time, and I feel like I say that about every session in this game, which is kind of interesting. Last time we had our twins, Kako and Ima, kind of tapping into the fight after so long. Yeah, these, unfortunately I don't have any CGs here, but maybe there is one in the videos here. Yeah, that's, I knew that was the shot they used for this. That was the best shot in the game so far. So yeah, we had these two finally joining the fight after we kind of went through the whole dilemma with Kako and Ima, and we basically finally got Ima to step down as the overprotective brother, and that was one of the best parts of the game so far. I fucking loved what they did with these two, and Ima just, I think Ima, the way he was portrayed again was, I think as a character that many people would like kind of look down on from the beginning based on his like toxic attitude, but I always knew that that was kind of from a place of care, and I think it made his character all the more compelling in the end, and just seeing his like development and how he was able to let Kako join the fight, but also stay by her side as her guardian angel was just fucking awesome. And I love, like, his battle design is probably my favorite so far. God damn it, I fucking love him. And yeah, this was incredible. I freaked out during their appearance last time, and I'm gonna try not to freak out as hard because freaking out fucking burns my throat. And yeah, it just causes problems. But yeah, that was very interesting. And right after we finished like clearing out the invader wave when they joined our fight, we kind of had to like hit it off with Takemaru as a, you know, because Ima had stabbed Takemaru. I don't know if you remember that, but the boy kind of stabbed our man here. That was quite a scene, so to speak. And yeah, after stabbing him, of course, well, with reason, Takemaru would be kind of pissed at him, but they kind of hit it off, and Takemaru let them off with just a flick on their forehead, which is the most Takemaru thing to do. That was very fun. And yeah, I think that kind of wraps up the twins side of that section. I don't think I have much else to say about that. However, at the end of the invasion, we had a massive reveal, which is something I've been I kind of predicted from the beginning, like from the moment these commanders started showing up, and how the game's been painting us as evil for killing like these creatures and how human they are. We finally revealed that these commanders at least look like humans, and I don't know if there's any reason for us to believe that they are not humans. I do think they are. And this, like, receiving a confirmation on this does bring a lot of questions into the air, right? Like, first of all, why the fuck are we killing them? Second of all, why are they trying to get inside the Last Defense Academy and get a hold of whatever's in the defense room? And kind of where my mind is at is, I think basically this gives more food for the theory that I had a while back, that we are not doing something for the good of humanity. It's quite the opposite. We've just been gaslighted into believing that we are, and it really makes a lot of sense when you consider that the ones that were like commandeering our operation were zsєа and Inigo, two non-human characters in this game. So that kind of, it kind of gets sketchy when you think about it. So I do believe that that's kind of the direction we're heading. I don't know the specifics or the full extent of it, but that definitely seems the road we're taking with this story. So very interesting. We took this commander captive, and she is inside one of the cages in the courtyard, and Shoma's been taking care of her. Speaking of which, Shoma, right? So we know that Shoma had this dog back in the Tokyo residential complex, and this dog was kind of like the one thing he cherished in that world, like the one thing, the one person, character, thing, entity, whatever he wanted to protect. That dog was Leo. At the end of the prologue of this game, right before we were transported into the Last Defense Academy, we met this dog. We were alongside kαℓ. We were hiding out from one of the sirens, and we met this dog here. And kαℓ chased the dog. We never got to see like kαℓ actually like catching the dog or like taking it in. We actually had a moment in that scene where basically the whole world kind of warped, and we were not like in a familiar place anymore. Everything was like destroyed and seemed like abandoned, and I really like that because it seems that based on the fact that this right here is a scene that this is like a memory that was locked in our brains, the memory of us like taking care of this dog that kαℓ chased, despite not having seen that play out ever, implies that when we met the like abandoned side of city, that was like a cutoff point for our memories. Like the place was always there, but it was not abandoned when we like walked into it. So that implies that there's like a point in our memory, like a rift in our memory that's not that's like blank, and that's like where it cuts off, right? That is the same place, and it's abandoned, implying that we don't have the memories of how it got like that. So there's a big hole in our memory right there, and that implies that we did not see kαℓ getting the dog. We did not see the point where Takumi found Shoma to adopt it, right? Because this eventually is going to become Leo. I would be surprised if that's not the case. And all sorts of stuff kind of sprang from that idea, right? And honestly, I don't really think I have the time to kind of go over all my thoughts right now. So I'm just gonna leave it here as to like the commentary on everything that's been happening. But I will say, for the next session, I do want to. I just didn't do it now because I couldn't find the time for it. But for the next session, I'm gonna make a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm gonna like craft a master theory, like combining all the elements that we've been exposed to so far, and I'm gonna like join them all and try to cook something big that explains a lot of the things that we've been seeing, right? Because there are a couple like loose threads in all of this. I still don't know Nozomi's full role, but I do have some ideas. We don't know Ghost Boy. We don't know what's up with the moon, but I do have like some theories to all of those things. I think Ghost Boy is the one that's kind of bugging me the most, to be honest. But I do have some theories and some ideas to what these elements are in the story. And I want to join them all in a big, like, theory. So next time, get yourselves ready, because we're going to do a pretty long, like, theory craft bit on the stream. And I'm going to, like, try to create something that makes sense and that's concise, and we're just gonna see how much of the game I'm gonna be able to deduce based on that. It reminds me of the version of Danganronpa with kids where they're human with those masked Monokuma face. That's Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, one of the best Danganronpa games, by the way. Just like every Danganronpa game. Currently absorbing information like a sponge. We love presentations. Yeah, back to school times, right? I'm gonna be your teacher that doesn't know how to use PowerPoint properly and keeps messing up the projector. Let's jump into it. Oh boy. Saucy stuff. Day 59. Up and at him, troops!
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 59th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy! Lovely. Oh, how dare you start with this song. Oh yeah, of course, we just jumped from a... Did we just jump from a flashback? I actually don't remember if it played an entire day after that. Let me look at my notes. No, I think this is right after the flashback. Yeah, this is right after the flashback, so it makes sense why we're feeling like that. But I wonder if Takumi is a very observant guy, so I think he's going to, like, be a little confused to the fact that, like, he just reminded, he and Kadoa taking care of the dog that he never, got to see, like, the end of, right? Oh, by the way, another thing that, like, supports my theory of the cutoff point for our memory is that when we were chasing Kadoa and the dog, like, we saw Kadoa going after the dog, and then when we got to the abandoned area, we couldn't see the dog. We just saw Kadoa, and then the dog morphed into Siri. Like, we saw it later on, but, like, Kadoa was not chasing the dog anymore. We couldn't see the dog. We just saw her through a window. So that further, like, could imply that Kadoa was just a bait there, right? And then, like, Siri kind of, you know, kind of distracted us, being morphed into the dog, and we chased that. Anyway, I feel like Takumi is gonna make an observation about the dog here. That's right, that's how Kadoa was. As long as I'd known her, she was the type who could never ignore a troubled friend or animal. She didn't think about herself, just worried about others. That tracks. But that was Kadoa, not Nozomi. I mean, again, I think Nozomi is playing us. I think she knows us. She's just, like, faking it, and that would explain why she's trying to avoid us. I do think they're the same person. I really don't believe they're different people. I really can't bring myself to believe that. Anyway, guess I should go to the cafeteria. Alright. Is there anyone here? Of course, Nozomi is taking care of Moko. I do want to get into the Moko stuff eventually. I feel like she's been sleeping for too long. Like, it's been like 10 days right now. Counting today. Okay, nobody's here, so let's just jump into the cafeteria. As soon as I stepped into the cafeteria, I heard an unexpected person's voice ringing in my ears. Ima? Oh. Okay, so Shoma... Dude, like, isn't that crazy? Because I've been theorizing that Moko or Hiruko would be the two that would be able to talk to the invader. But actually, the fact that Shoma spends so much time with animals in general and is taking care of her and seems to, like, be getting really close to her... I would wonder if he would be able to, like, eventually understand her language, right? Because where my mind was at is like, okay, Moko was captured, so Moko spent a lot of time around invaders in their, like, headquarters or whatever the fuck. So I thought she would be able to understand invader language to some extent. But now I'm kind of like thinking Shoma would be able to talk to her. Bro runs with his feet head in his ass, like that's so true. Oh gosh. Gotta work out those cakes, right? And then she smiled. She responded to what I said. Wow, for real? Oh, that's awesome. What happened? What are you talking about? Damn it, no, don't ask. Takumi, you're just in time. Listen to this. Huh? Is he gonna start over from the beginning again? Oh my god, he's been like going on and on about the same story for like hours. Exactly. Oh, that's hilarious.
How many times are you going to do this, telling the same story over and over whenever anyone new comes in?
Whatever, man. Just let him talk until he's satisfied.
Last night, I went to bring the prisoner food like usual, but then we talked together for a while. Well, I talked at her, I mean. I've told her all kinds of stories, but yesterday I told her about my dog Leo. Leo is my only friend. We used to play every day back in the complex. But when we were playing fetch, he'd never chase the ball and would run off instead.
Okay, so that explains why he was like lost, right? I think that was right after you played fetch with him, and then you know, he like ran away, and maybe you couldn't find him, and then, well, hang on, no, that's wrong, cause in the flashback we said that we just found someone to take care of the dog, so that implies someone new, someone who the dog had never seen. So no, that's not what happened. Like, this is just something that like they would do after. But I wonder if like the previous owner of the dog, if the dog had a previous owner, like would play fetch with him, and that's how the dog kind of ran away and got lost. I wonder, but that was definitely not running away from Shoma.
And he'd suddenly dive into the river when we were out on walks and swim to the other side.
All he did was run away. Is that normal? Yeah, kind of weird, I would say. Definitely a weird dog. You know, like, the dog morphed into zsєа, in the prologue. I don't think zsєa was, like, disguised as a dog for, like, years. I think that would be a little silly. So I think, like, that, like, him disguising as a dog was just a thing to, like, persuade Takumi, right? Or kind of, like, trick him, rather. I don't know. Weird stuff. But it's definitely weird that the dog would always run away.
I was gesturing and talking enthusiastically about all this when suddenly she smiled. She smiled at me. When I got surprised by it, she stopped right away. But this means we've communicated, right? Isn't that amazing progress?
To an extent, yeah. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. That is pretty impressive, I guess.
If she'll smile for a lowlife like me, she'll be in stitches around you guys. That's just creepy.
Shoma's made us listen to the story dozens of times already. Dozens. You must be pretty happy about it.
But if she smiled, that means invaders must have emotions like us.
Yeah, so we deduced from the fact that she was crying after we were about to kill her.
They have emotions, look nearly identical to humans, they're intelligent, capable of speech, and fight using hemo-anima. So, what makes them different from us?
Enough nonsense! The invaders are evil and we are righteous. We are polar opposites.
That's right. Don't lump nobility like me in with those lowlifes. Sorry.
Don't worry, Kako. Those people just have nasty mouths as well.
As well as what?
Putting aside the other invaders, this commander is clearly not just a monster. Humans are the only species capable of smiling. Is that right? I feel like that. Is that right? Like, I feel like monkeys can smile too, right? But maybe what you mean is like basically like the biochemistry of it, right? Like what causes us to smile is different from what causes let's say monkey to show an expression of smile. right? So maybe monkeys like smile as a sort of communication means, whereas we smile from like stimuli that like causes us to smile. Does that make any sense? I think so.
In that case, the invaders might really be a different race of humans.
Another race of humans? Is that what they really are?
It's not like that shit matters. They're still trying to kill off humanity, right?
Nah, that's not the case, Takemaru.
Then we gotta kill them first. That's that.
Indeed, evil must be slain with my holy Jumanji sword. We're not going to sink our way to an answer. It's a waste to worry about the true nature of the invaders.
That's right, there is no point in taking a killing game too seriously. You just get bored before you get to the final twist.
Successfully read the doc. Good job. Now you're officially caught up, and you're probably more confused than you were when you got here, so great job. Man, I always forget the voice I'm doing for Ima, because, like, I don't want this voice to sound too much like Kyoshka, so I'm, like, in a weird territory here. That's what all you think, but what about you, Mr. Genzaki? You're the one in charge of her.
It's not unusual for rescue animals to be withdrawn. You have to respect your pace and wait until they've adjusted. We're talking about a prisoner of war, not a rescue animal.
What do you think, Takumi? Well, I am curious about the invaders, but I also think it's true. We won't think our way to the answer. We need to put all our... My God, I can't read. Let me retry this, because I can't fucking read. I also think it's true. We won't think our way to the answer. We need to put all... We need to put our all into surviving here. Jesus Christ. So it's not something to worry about? If we learn any new facts later, we can always talk about them together then. From now, let's focus on our battles here.
I see. If that's what you want, then I'll follow your lead.
We won't make it if we're focused too much on this. Not understanding things is the norm here. I whisper this as if to remind myself of it. This was our normal now. If I worried about everything, including the similarities between Kado and Nozomi, I'd never stop. For the time being, we stopped talking about the invaders and went back to our rooms. I do think the idea that there are different species of humans is plausible as well, but I'm more fond of the thought that these are just humans. I guess like the fact that they have like an alien language is also supportive of that idea, but I'm just so into the idea that these are like humans, and they're trying to like save themselves while we're trying to kill them off without even knowing that I really don't know. I guess we'll you know, I'll think more into it for my master theory. I gotta stop overthinking the game calling me out. Our priority is defending this school for the remainder of our time here. That's why we need to be ready for the next defensive battle. We never know when the enemy will attack. Sounding like Siri here. You never know when the enemy might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night. Alright, so what do we do here? Kurata... Wonder if Shoma has some interesting dialogue here.
Please allow this filthy heap of trash to be fully in charge of caring for the prisoner.
Alright, that's the same line he said last time I talked to him. Who do we talk to? Should we even talk to anybody? I want to give a gift to somebody. Let's give Ima a gift. Because I tried making one for him like a long time ago. And I couldn't. I made like the sister, yeah, gift box. Let's make one of those for him.
Wow! For me? Yes, thank you.
All right, science level 3. Beautiful. It's been a minute since we talked to Tsubasa. Let's give some attention to her girl here. Oh, she's so cute. What's got you smiling like that, Tsubasa?
Being in a garage just makes me so happy. This place is just like my grandpa's workshop. Wretches on the floor, tires piled up every which way, all kinds of weird machinery. It's exactly like the lab at the workshop.
I couldn't help but mirror Tsubasa's delighted smile. After spending some time together, you understand Tsubasa better now. Okay, what is the change in the report card? Wish list has been updated. Okay, maybe I misread the other time. Wish list. Okay, fair enough. I thought the report card itself changed, but it's just a wish list.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You
Never know when invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. That's what I'm talking about.
Well then, good night.
Oyasumi nasai. Yet again, nothing happened today, but the quiet feels eerie. It's like the calm before a storm, like something crazy is going to happen soon. That's how it always feels. That's how it always feels. I'll give it to this game. No, getting anxious doesn't solve anything. Whatever happens, we'll figure it out. If we forget that, we're bound to fail. That's what I told myself as I drifted off to sleep, bringing an end to the 59th day at Last Defense Academy. Day 60. Man, I'm so curious what's gonna happen at day 100. Like, the game is literally gonna start at day 100. Swear to God.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
Oh yeah, this is a milestone day, so maybe some new areas are gonna be unlocked?
Today is your 60th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Honestly, I'm kind of out of ideas at this point, so I didn't prepare anything special.
Fair enough.
Anyway, for your remaining 40 days, keep fighting with hope for humanity.
God, I love you, Siri.
Okay, let's get going for the day.
God, that's funny. Today is day 60, huh? The 100th day is drawing closer. We're getting nearer to the end. I don't know what will happen on day 100, but I'm sure everyone will be saved in the end. No, Takumi, that's wishful thinking. I'm going to make sure we make it to that point. I steeled myself with those words and began my day.
Oh, Takumi.
Hey, good morning, Nozomi. The moment I went out into the rooftop, I bumped into her again. I'm sorry. I'm kind of in a rush, so I'll be going now. What is it? Did something happen? Well, I thought I'd go explore outside. Why? Sketchy. Explorer? Why? Is it because, like, Moko's fever is getting worse and you need to find like herbs or some shit for her, or like something to craft medicine on the Giftomatic? Cause like the way she worded that was very weird and suspicious, right? Almost like she doesn't want to tell us something and it's something that she can't tell us. Oh my god, I was literally right on the money with that. Okay, that's believable. Moko's fever still isn't going down, but I looked it up and it seems the Giftomatic can make anti-pyretic medicine. So you're going out to collect ingredients all by yourself? I was about to type the same you said before the enter button anticipated me. Okay, that happens. That happens a lot on YouTube. I actually don't like when when enter sends the message, cause like I I always like mishit it. Well, I can't drag everyone. Oh, man, Nozomi, you sound a lot deeper than I remember.
Well, I can't drag everyone else along with my whims.
What are you talking about? Friends exist to get dragged along. Based. You don't have to get weird about it with your friends.
But I can't expose you all to danger.
Sheesh. She really is just like Katawa. And there I was trying not to compare them. Anyway, I can't let Nozomi go along. It's too dangerous for her to explore the ruins by herself. Fine, I'll go with you then. Hello, Adoralis! Welcome to another 100-line stream. We haven't done much. We just got to day 60 and Siri was like, I don't have any ideas, just protect the world or whatever. And here we are. Nozomi is about to go out to find some ingredients for medicine for Moko, who is who's like suffering from a high fever. Oh, banger music. I'll go even if you try to stop me. You're stuck with my whims now. Got her.
Okay, thank you.
Then let's get going. It's best we got Moko that medicine sooner rather than later, right?
Yes, of course. Let's head to the entrance hall.
Also, we're just going, just the two of us?
Ah, that's good.
Is it just the two of us? I feel like the game is pointing to that. Okay, I definitely wanna talk to Tsubasa because she's gonna mention,
Hey, where are you two going off to together? Are you like dating or something? Where are you going, Takumi? Aren't you going to the cafeteria?
Moko still has a fever, so Nozomi and I thought we'd make her an antipyretic.
Make? You mean with the gift-o-matic? I had no idea it could make medicine.
Yeah, so Nozomi and I will be stepping out for a bit. If you don't mind, could you let everyone else know?
Yeah, sure. Be careful out there.
Will do. Okay, so not exactly what I thought, but okay, cute. Either way. Okay, we can't even enter the cafeteria, but yeah. All right, time to get going.
Hey, Takumi. Thank you. Truly.
You should save your thanks for after we've collected the ingredients and make the medicine.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do that.
By the way, did you check the patch notes? They added a new difficulty. You can check it in the options. Really? Okay, counterpoint. I don't think I updated my game. Okay, this is interesting though. Yeah, because I only have the two basic ones. Yeah, of course I didn't check the patch notes because I'm literally not checking anything about this game on the internet. Like, honestly, they added the Asian difficulty, yeah, and if you play on that, you can't use the English dub. It's all Japanese, baby. Like, you have to play the game full in Japanese for the Asian. I will try to like update the game later if it has any updates, cause like I'm so silly, cause like my Switch did has an update due, and I haven't updated my Switch. So maybe the game hasn't showed me the game update because I have not updated the Switch. So maybe that's why. But I'll check it for the next time because that made me curious. Alright. Let's see where we're gonna find those materials. You're playing the Switch version, yep. But the game probably like updated for both platforms, right? I assume at least. So, what do we need to make the antipyretic? Let's see. Coherb, supplements, and wafer paper. Wafer paper is a fire phrase. The Switch version delays a little bit for the PC version. Fair enough. Jesus. Okay, cool herb, supplements, and wafer paper. Got it. Okay, let's go find them and come back ASAP. Is that a week approximately? I'm gonna wait for that then. I did think it was weird how the game only had 2 difficulties, because it was like basically like a baby difficulty where you just play the story and you don't have any actual gameplay and the actual game. So like it was not even a difficulty option. It was more like, do you want to play the full game or do you want to like not play it and just see the story type of deal, right? All right, let's see here. So there's one down here, there's another one here, and there's another one here. Let's go down here first. What the fuck? I didn't press right. You find an abandoned research lab. It looks like they studied a mineral ore here. Star flipping switches. That's not gonna end well. Grab some rocks from the lab. Okay. It was just an ordinary stone. It didn't seem like particularly valuable, but it could be used as crafting material.
We did it.
Oh my god. I should use the D-pad for this. I don't know why I was using analog, honestly. You find a neglected bronze statue of a dog. It seems to regard you with baleful eyes. Pat its head. The moment you touched a hand to the bronze statue to rub it, it crumbled into dust. Perhaps it was already brittle from the long years of neglect. Got Pebble.
Yes!
Yeah, I don't want to risk it too much going into the purple tiles. Insects are swarming around one particular tree. What are they so interested in? Examine the insects. Oh my god. The insects rushed at you the moment they were aware of your approach. Damn it. You got cool herb. Nice. So the other one is up here, right? Yeah. Do the 1. And let's do the 4. Water is coming out of the ground here. Could it be a natural spring? I wouldn't drink that. Should I wash my face, though? My god. You wash your face with the gushing water. Ouch, something hit you in the face. Seems a stone had gushed out along with the water.
I picked this one up.
Can you heal in exploration mode? Kind of. Like, we don't have any items here to heal up, but Nozomi has the skills that heal up our allies and herself. So if, for example, let me show you this. If I enter a battle, there's one right there. I can heal up. Let's hope I get a 2 here. You find a pleasant-looking old playground. This might be a good place to take a break. Okay, I remember this one gave me like minus 20% ore finding or whatever because when I played on the swings, I remember that I'm too old for it, so I'm gonna play in the sandbox. You find yourself returning to childhood as you lost yourself in the sandcastle. It turned out pretty well. Your heart was filled with a sense of accomplishment. Nothing happened. Awesome. Okay, I got it too. I'm going to evaporate. Yeah, you're probably very overwhelmed with the amount of crazy shit you're seeing right now. I cannot imagine how it feels to like jump into like the 11th session of this game.
I'll never surrender.
This is what I meant, Ponta. You can heal here.
I'll patch you up. I've got this. I've got your back.
My turn. Ha! Say when. Here. Got it. Let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Let's go.
Honestly,
I've got this.
I'm just gonna give him an
Time to use
armor
it.
potion. Then she's OP. In this mode, she
Locked
is.
and loaded.
In this mode, she is
I've got
very
this.
much OP.
Time for action. Playing it safe.
Ready when you are.
I think I'm gonna do this because it kills 2. Oh my god, poor Takumi. He's gonna actually take 1 damage. No! You sons of bitches.
My turn.
Okay, this is gonna be very silly. I'm gonna have to do this 4 times just to kill
Let's
each
go.
one of them.
My turn. Yeah. Let's do this.
Here, I found this.
Nice. Alright, let's go 1. Let's go 2. You find an old cassette player on the ground. It looks like it still works. Play the tape. Oh, perfect. Healing music began to play. Its dulcet notes soothed you. Nice.
Look what I found.
No, I meant to use 2. Whatever. Nutritional supplements. Okay, so we just need to wait for paper. Okay, it's already night. Wow, we've been exploring for the whole day. Yeah, it's up there. Like, we might as well, like, get some stuff here, because, we're, like, wasting time on exploring anyway. Or, not wasting, but spending time on exploring anyway, so we might as well get some stuff. Like, get our inventory full, you know what I mean? You find the ruins of a clock store. It's still stocked with clocks of all sizes. Some of these might have useful parts. Dismantle a large clock. Disassemble a large clock and take out a magnificent gear. It should make for good crafting material.
Here, I found this.
Alright, saucy. You see a mummy on the roadside. What in the world is it doing there? Take its accessories. A beautiful ring adorning the mummy's finger. It looks usable as crafting material, so take it.
Look what I found.
Okay. Yeah, we could use a 4 here, and then maybe... I would like to go to one of those purples, probably the BP one. You find a neglected bronze statue of a dog. Again, let's draw on it. You have fun drawing thick eyebrows on the bronze statue's face, but looking more closely, notice the beautiful gems were set in its eyes. Might as well take them.
We did it.
Okay. Ooh, perfect. I wanted that purple BP one. You reach a fork in the road. Which path will you take? Go left. Got a large red crystal. Oh, that's good. You find a treasure chest at the end of the path. However, there are invaders blocking it.
I picked this one up.
I could have gone for a treasure, actually. I went too safe here. Or rather, too direct. Alright, let's
My
see.
turn.
We could do this.
There. I've got this. All right.
Now
Let's
we
do
could
this.
impact stab, maybe. But I
Here we
will
go.
give him, 2 attack
This should
potions.
do it. My turn. Time to use it. Ready when you are.
Oh yeah, you can't stack those. I keep forgetting that. Damn it. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Take this.
Do this,
Here
and then
we
I can
go.
side slash twice.
Here. I've got this. Take this. Got it.
Nice.
Let's do this.
'Cause now I can do this. Wait. Hold on.
My turn. This should do it.
So do I want to wash a bowl like a responsible human being, or just eat cereal out of a cup or mug?
Here we go.
Probably just out of the cup or mug. You need to save that sweet time of your life.
Here. All right.
Alright, Nozomi.
I'm prepped and ready. Stay back. I'm good to go.
What the fuck? So you don't? What?
Time for action.
You can't hit the guy there? Is that really? Wow. Okay.
Let's do this.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm good to go. Brace yourself.
I didn't know that.
Whenever you're ready.
I guess I never used that skill, so I wouldn't have known.
Pulling the trigger.
Yes!
Small flower. Now that's crappy. Do I want plants though? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We gotta wait for paper. Nice. So we have everything we need. That should be everything we need. Yes, now we can make Moko's antipyretic. Then let's head back. Let's head right back. The rain's getting bad. Oh, is that lightning? Oh god, is that lightning again? What was that? Lightning, I think. And it was really close. Lightning is that electrical energy that strikes the ground, right? Yeah, it's enough to kill you instantly if it hits you. Uh-oh, we can't use the revival manic out here, so if we do get hit... Are we gonna hide in a shelter or something? It's really close now. We could be in danger here. We can avoid a direct strike if we're indoors. Maybe we should take shelter in one of those old buildings and ride it out. Right, let's do that. We didn't stick around to say any more, but dove right into a nearby building. Interesting. Okay. I like this. Oh, look at that. We have like a weather thing near the afternoon thingy. Right? That's cool. It's like a heavy weather. It's like a storm. I like that. We should probably be okay in here. The outside world is seriously dangerous. It's crazy that such a horrifying phenomenon happens here so often. World death might be affecting it too, but the forces of nature are truly ferocious. I can't believe people used to live in such a dangerous environment. I'd rather be back in a residential complex. What do we do now? By the way, this is something I don't know if I talked about nearly as much as I should have, but I do like the thematic idea that we're approaching with this game from a writing standpoint, because of course you have this place that you find so comfortable, so easy to live in, and basically like the perfect utopic world that is the Tokyo residential complex. However, like, that is a boring place. There is not much going on because it's such a safe place, away from all the danger, away from all the dangers and terrors of the outside world. And so we wish to be like closed off in that space. We don't want to go out and experience what the outside world is. It's such a threatening place. We lived there for like thousands of years, not thousands, hundreds of years, and we just want to go back there. And meanwhile, we're like experiencing a little bit of the shock of jumping from that to the outside world here and seeing all those cataclysmic events and seeing how dangerous and terrifying it is. And the game has always been pushing forward the idea of hey, like, don't close yourself off. You gotta step up and fight. And you can even see that with when we got to the Last Defense Academy and we had to persuade a lot of people into fighting because they didn't want to, right? Like, they thought it was too dangerous. It was something that they couldn't bring themselves to do. But we brought out in them the motivation, the desires to fight and protect beloved things to them, and so they were able to step out of their shells, essentially, even Shoma, of all people. And I think that's really interesting, because, yeah, that could be where the game is heading, right? Like, maybe the message of this game is, like, go out there and, you know, experience the real world, touch grass, you know? But kind of a more nuanced take on it, where, like, we're so accustomed to the comfort of our own world, of our own like little enclosed little world, that we don't want to step out of it, step out of our comfort zone, essentially. Why would the tier C keep things like weather and lightning if the plan is to make people live on the surface again? Why would the tier C keep things like weather and lightning if the plan is to make people on the surface again? I don't know exactly what you mean. I don't fully understand the question, but I think what you're getting at is like they should have made artificial rain and artificial lightning because that was not a thing there. And I think like partially is because they just didn't have the technology to do that. Like it was a dome, right? They didn't have the natural disasters. And I don't necessarily believe the plan was to like get them to live on the surface again. It was meant to be a shelter that like provided them with a comfortable place to live in, right? And I think you could even look at from a certain angle where like they took away all the dangers of it. So that includes natural phenomena such as rain and lightning, so that people would be more and more comfortable living in it. People were like essentially running away from the dangers of the world, so they would close themselves off in a perfect place, essentially. Why would they keep information about the Earth from its citizens? They didn't, though. Like, kαℓ knew a lot about these phenomena from the library. Like, she would, like, check out books about Earth. Given these books were pretty rare, like, she even said herself that, like, the one she had, she might have read 1,000,000 times because there was rarely any material on it. But there was still, like, things if you looked around for them. And I think it makes sense. It makes sense that they wouldn't teach it because it's just been so long. They've been living in the Tokyo residential complex for hundreds of years. So that's literally their world at this point. So it's not like they need to know about Earth anymore. The only one obsessed with it for some weird abnormal reason is kαℓ. However, we still have the thing going on about the sirens in the Tokyo residential complex, and you know, when these buzz, like what does that mean? What is going on outside the world? We still don't know much of it, right? But I do think it makes sense that Earth would not be like a subject that people talk a lot about in there, given the circumstances. I don't know, but you do have an interesting point. What do we do now? All we can do is stay here until the lightning passes. Is that really okay? Invaders could attack the academy while we're here. That doesn't mean we can just run out into the open. If the lightning kills us, there's no way for us to come back. Let's just trust the others to handle the school and wait out the storm here. You're right. Being in a hurry won't help. Then it's decided. We'll stay put and wait for the lightning to stop. Yeah, let's do that. For some time after that, we sat in the ruined building while the storm raged outside. Do we get a CG? A couple of hours later, there was still no sign of it calming down. The next thing we knew, it was getting dark. Oh my god. I find it interesting that you were so like separated. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Nozomi would like be a little, would rather be a little further away. Because like I still think she's like to an extent trying to avoid us, but there's certainly, like, you can even see in their faces, there certainly is like some tension between them, and I think like the two are trying to avoid the subject in their own ways. Like yeah. Maybe this is the opportunity we have to talk to her about kαℓ and how she reminds ourselves of her. Because you know, Nozomi did ask us to tell more about her. We weren't really talking much. It was a little awkward. I wanted to ask Nozomi about her and kαℓ, but this definitely wasn't a time to do it. What do you mean this feels like the perfect time? I mean, it's not like there's anything else going on.
You're mad at me, aren't you?
No?
Huh?
Why would you think that? I don't follow.
We're in this mess because I decided to be selfish.
You were everything but selfish. Like, you were trying to care for a friend. And we signed up for it without your consent almost. So, like, it's not like you're being selfish. It's literally the opposite.
Hey, I told you, remember? Coming with you was my selfish decision.
Yep, pretty much.
Seriously. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Cute.
Hey,
Okay, finally gonna open your mouth.
What is it?
when you were in the Tokyo residential complex, how did you spend your time?
Huh?
This is gonna be interesting. I wonder if, I don't think she's gonna mention anything about a friend or Takumi or anything of the sort. I feel like, either she's gonna say, she spent a lot of her time learning about Earth, or she spent a lot of her time in, a hospital with her mother. I think she's gonna mention her mother.
Oh, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. I'm just not sure how to answer. I lived a normal life, I guess. I diligently went to school.
Did you have any friends?
I studied a lot too. I wasn't in any clubs, but I did do strength training regularly.
Based.
Strength training. That's surprising.
A little bit, yep. I wonder if that itself means... Because I don't think that's something... Yeah, it is surprising because that's not something Karuha would have done. And I wonder if that means that, okay, let's assume for this particular sequence that Nozomi is indeed a different person from Karuha. If she did strength training, that would mean that she didn't have anyone else to protect her, right? So she felt the need to, like, step up herself and become stronger herself. Right? I'm not saying that, like, because you have someone that protects you, you don't need to do strength training, but I feel like Karuha wouldn't have if she had Takumi around her.
Really? I make sure to do it even now, before bed and after I wake up. I can't use Hemo-Anima like everybody else, so I have to make sure I don't slow you down.
Yeah, but... okay, fair enough that you keep your training here, but definitely Hemo-Anima wasn't the reason you started training, because you would have not known about Hemo-Anima in the Tokyo residential complex, girl.
You don't need to worry about that. You're doing great even without Hemo-Anima.
Seriously.
Thanks. But, really, it would be better if I could use it like everyone else.
Would it, though?
I think about that all the time. Because if I could,
You could protect us all?
maybe then I'd have been chosen as an official member of the Special Defense Unit like the rest of you.
Chills, you're not an official member? Chills, fucking chills, what the fuck? Okay, this changes things a little bit. Holy shit, she's like an intern, or like... oh my god, this is nutty. Okay, hang on a sec. That explains a couple of things. I mean, it's kind of like, the game was already hinting at that with the 15 pods. Not 15, were there... How many characters we have? How many characters we have? Hang on. I think we have 15 in total, and I think there were 14 pods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... I can't believe I never checked that. Holy shit, she's packing. Okay. Mokomojiro, Jesus Christ. My lord. Okay. I don't know what to say. I just was not expecting this. I literally do not know what to say. Jesus Christ. All right, let's just... I lost the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15. All right. So there were 14 pods. I'm surrounded by insane people. You are welcome to the club. Yeah. A slip of the tongue, maybe. This is very interesting. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of it. But again, it does make sense that she's not a member. The game's been hinting at that with the 14 pods and the fact that Karawa was not there. The idea that she has artificial class weapons and whatnot. But I really don't know what to make of this. Let's see where this conversation goes.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean by that? If you had a Hemo-anima, you'd be an official member? Yeah, because basically everyone who's here as a defender is part of the research on special blood types that operate with the Hemo-anima substance.
Oh.
Okay, so it was a slip of the tongue. It did not mean to tell us that? You're saying you weren't chosen? What does official mean exactly? Jesus Christ. Okay, my god, Takumi. Cuck. Didn't Siri recruit you into this team like he did the rest of us? As if to cut off my questions, Nozomi suddenly stood up. I'm sorry. Can you forget I ever said that? No. I literally cannot physically bring myself to do that now. Crap, this changes some things. Because, yeah, this implies that she... Like, I don't know why she doesn't want to tell us that. And that fact actually makes me think that she is in with Siri and Nigel, just like I've been saying for a really long time. Like Karawa herself said at one point during a date in the Tokyo residential complex, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I, like, met you someday and I didn't remember your ass? And Takumi was like, haha, don't even joke about that. And then that's exactly what happens. Like, again, Nozomi, I want to talk this more extensively about this during the PowerPoint presentation. But it certainly is fishy that Karawa had this, like, idea back then when we didn't even know about Last Defense Academy. It implies that she had some sort of, like, role to fill on some sort of plan, and that could even be the plan of creating the 100 line here, right? I've said too much. I didn't mean to let that slip out. What do you mean? Are you hiding something, Nozomi? And if you are, what is it? Well, I do feel... Listen, like, I don't think Nozomi is a bad person. I feel like she's been roped into this against her will to a certain extent. Because her feelings are too genuine for me. I don't think she's faking anything. If this was someone like Eito, I would have said, oh yeah, this guy is totally playing us and is like such a silly sauce. Whereas with Nozomi, I feel like she genuinely cares so much about people, and it feels like there are things that are holding her back, and she just can't open her mouth about them because there are consequences to that. Right? I don't think she's a bad person here. I think she's doing something for Takumi to protect him. Because you see, like, we even saw it now how she didn't mention having any friends back in the Tokyo residential complex. And again, I do believe she's the same person as Karawa. And there was this one flashback we had where she was like, dude, I'm gonna do everything for you if you need help. Like, I'm gonna sacrifice everything for you if it comes down to it. And we were like, hey, you're exaggerating, girl. Hold your horses. So, the fact that they brought attention to that, and also, man, I'm talking a lot in this session. I'm sorry that I am not advancing the game. But yeah, it does sound like she's like part of something that she couldn't stop, and she's here either to accompany Takumi and or her other friends and she's like doing it for them, not out of selfishness, but for them, right? And she can't, like, she knows the specifics, she knows like the extent of the plan. She just can't talk about it because maybe she'll get punished. Huh. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Right? She gets punished. Like, she's gonna be taken out of this. And she's crying. Again, her emotions are genuine. That's what I'm talking about. Everything she has presented us in terms of emotions and triggers and everything, it seems genuine. Everything seems genuine. Right? Unlike someone like Ato, where I'm like, yeah, that guy doesn't feel like he's, like, legit all the time. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. Not if I want to stay at Last Defense Academy. I want to stay here at Last Defense Academy. I want to fight to defend humanity with all of you. That's why I came here in the first place. Why she came here? I think a good motive she came here was because of you, Takumi. Because you were here and she wanted to protect you. It would even explain why her abilities are centered around healing and providing support. Because she's here to protect you. Most of all. Right?
So you chose to be here yourself?
Is that what you meant by not being officially chosen?
I did it for my mom.
Alright, fuck me then. Jesus Christ, what is this? Where is this going? I literally do not have any comments on that. Let's just see. Your mom? My mom, she's a sorry. My mom, she's a researcher. And I was one of her experiments. God, my theories about Karuha being like a cyborg, an artificial person. I can't believe this is actually happening. Is that where we're getting at? Like, what the fuck? Because I even pointed this out. When she couldn't use the hemo anima, I pointed out, it's like she's some sort of robot. She doesn't have blood. Like, what the actual shit? And I was one of her experiments.
Experiments?
It was an experiment to protect humanity. It was our dream for me to fight for humanity's future. Although my mom is dead now, so she's not here to see it. Huh. Interesting. That's all I can tell you for now. But trust me on this. I may be hiding something, but I'm not trying to deceive anybody. I just really want to fight alongside all of you. But if anyone finds out about this, I probably won't be able to stay anymore. So I have to keep it a secret. At least until day 100, when the fighting ends. God. Yeah, I mean, I was right on the money with saying that she is, like, not doing it out of selfishness. She's, like, doing it for someone else. I just didn't think that someone else was her mom. I don't know what she means by saying that she's an experiment. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, seriously, what? You're not convinced, are you?
No, I get you.
I'll pretend I never heard this. I'll trust you, but in exchange, you have to trust me. When we make it to day 100, I want you to tell me everything, okay? Okay, I will. I promise. Oh, but there is one last thing I want to ask. About kαℓ. You said your mom was a researcher. What about your dad? I don't think we ever knew her dad's kαℓ's dad's profession or what he did, right? We just know that he died in an accident. He died a long time ago when I was little in a car accident. Yeah, this is fucking kαℓ. All right, stop. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. I was just a kid, so I don't really remember anything. Her dad died in a car accident when she was little, just like kαℓ was. And her mom was a researcher too. But kαℓ's mom is still alive, and she did an experiment on her daughter. Not that you know of, and you still don't know if her mother is alive because of the gap in her memory. A lot of things happen in that gap, so we can't really affirm that. kαℓ never mentioned anything like that anyway. Just that her mom was always busy and wasn't home much. These weird similarities and differences. What does it all mean? Are Nozomi's mother's experiments related somehow? You know, September 25. I just noticed she has a 10 on like her headphone thingy. I don't like, is she a fucking clone? Like, this is so wild. Like, I really, like, this threw me off. I was not expecting this exactly. And, like, I even said, it's interesting because this game is, like, bringing back all of the theories that, like, scrapped a long time ago. And it's bringing them back. And I'm like, what the hell? Hold your horses, man. You're not supposed to do that. Right? Cause like, what if she's like the 10th kαℓ or something? I fucking love and hate this at the same time. Because, like, if you label her as an experiment, that could mean all sorts of things. It could mean that she herself is, like, artificial. Or it could mean that she is, she's, like, part of the research. She's, like, a guinea pig or something. It really is, like, an open-ended way to describe her. And that's intentional, of course. Ah, fuck, I hate this. It looks like the rain has almost stopped. The lightning has died down, too. Oh, yeah. Is that a new sprite? I don't remember you having the blow wind there. Maybe we can go soon. It's already pretty late. I'm anxious about walking in the dark, but I'm worried about Moko and the others. I think we should head out. If we go now, we should make it by the morning. Sure, let's head back. Right. That was one of the most interesting scenes of the game so far. The rain was still drizzling as we made our way back toward the last defense academy. The journey went on for several hours. Day 61. Sometime after dawn, we finally made it back to the school. We changed into our normal clothes as soon as we were back inside. Nozomi finished removing her artificial class armor, and we both let out a big sigh. I'm exhausted. Yeah, that was a real tiring walk. Takumi, thanks for everything. And about our conversation. What conversation? I didn't hear a thing. Come on, you can't be that dense, Nozomi. Right. Yes, thank you. Well then, I'll go make Moko's antipyretic at the Giftomatic. I'm going to rest up a little. You should take a break too after you make that medicine. Takumi, Nozomi, where have you been? Eito, sorry, we went outside to find materials. But we couldn't get back because of the lightning. We had to wait it out until the storm was over. I asked Takumi to come with me. I wanted to find ingredients to make medicine for Moko. For Moko? On that subject, there's been a surprising development. She's like awake and like suplexing everyone. Surprising how? Don't tell me Moko died? Is that it? Actually, I was more of the idea that she like she like fucking got up and started like punching everyone. Okay. You should go to the cafeteria. I was just on my way there. In the cafeteria? Come on, let's go. Right. There's been a rather surprising development with Moko. You can see for yourself if you go to the cafeteria. And before Moko's fighting with Shoma muscle version, I would pay to see that. Alright. What if she's like eating all the food? Hello!
Nozomi! Oh, welcome back. We finally meet.
Okay. Jesus Christ, like she has a presence, doesn't she? Oh my gosh. And she's not even like, I will say, like, I don't think she's even the type of like, I want to step on me. Because like, I think she would just break my bones. I'm like a little terrified of her, but in the best way possible. It's kind of like, you know, she's the type that's like distant, but also, never mind. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's just.
Moko?
An unexpected turn of events really did await us in the cafeteria. The once practically comatose Moku stood before us, acting as if nothing had happened. Oh my god, what is that hand, though? What is that fucking hand? Looks like her hands are artificial. So wrinkly. Oh my god, what voice do I do to her?
Nozomi! Oh, welcome back. We finally meet.
Ah, this is gonna be hard.
I heard it's you and exploring outside all night. I was worried sick.
That is horrible. My god. It will take me a while. It will take me a while.
Moko, you're awake?
No.
Oh my god, she's incredible. What the fuck?
Yep, thanks to a kiss from a handsome prince. Hi, kid. Just because I was asleep and defenseless doesn't mean I'd let some scoundrel steal a kiss. If someone really wants to snatch his mooch, they'd better be ready to pin me down for 3 counts.
What are you even saying? But now, how did this happen all of a sudden?
I don't rightly know. I guess it was just the right time.
You know, like, yeah, pretty much.
He suddenly woke up yesterday afternoon. We were surprised too.
You could have knocked me over with a feather.
I'd been sleeping for days, right? Yikes! I must have overdone it with my last Phoenix splash.
Okay.
Moko,
Are you fine now? Are you really okay?
Hey!
You know it, I'm legit, bestie. And my skin looks bodacious thanks to my makeup and beauty sleep.
What decade are you even from?
But more importantly, Nozomi, you stuck by my side and took care of me, right?
So thanks for that. Love you.
I like her.
Oh, we actually get like armpits. Alright, anyway.
Moko.
Damn. Aww.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad.
Oh, this is so cute. And like this again, like you can see how Nozomi's emotions are genuine, and that's part of the point in them making scenes like that. It's to show that like Nozomi is legit, and whatever Nozomi is doing is like from a place of care and from her heart, and she's not like bamboozling us, I don't think.
Hey, why the tears? You're giving me the sniffles too. Ew, I'm getting all snotty.
I was so worried. I was starting to think you'd never wake up.
I love Nozomi and Kado's VA. Like, she's one of the best ones in this game. Nozomi's about to suplex Moko with that hug. Ah, if only.
Hey, there's no way that would happen. Who do you think I am? I'm Moko Majiro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction! Remember? No matter how many times I go down, I rise from the ashes like a phoenix!
So, in battle, does that mean that she doesn't die? But that would be too OP, right? There's no way. I like the title, Apocalyptic Maiden of Destruction. That's crazy.
But it's all thanks to you, Nozomi. Aw, I appreciate you so much, bestie.
I have a theory. So, let's say that Nozomi is a different person from Kadoa. What if Nozomi's friend in the Tokyo residential complex was actually Moko and not Takumi? Because like the way she feels toward her does seem like, and the way they call each other besties, like mutually, or rather like Moko calls her bestie, it almost feels like they knew each other a lot longer than the others. How wonderful! Holy shit! Holy shit, Takemaru, what the fuck? I love Takemaru.
Ah, is someone cutting up onions in here? You got that shit in my eyes, man.
It's seriously a relief that you were able to wake up.
Hey!
Oh, you're Takumi, right? You went looking for materials at Nozomi for me, right? Right. You're gonna give us a hug? I appreciate the thought, but you shouldn't get too reckless. Moko Majiro, Apocalyptic Maiden of Destruction. If you don't take proper care of yourself, I'll break your knee with a dragon screw as punishment. That's not the type of threat she should try and pass off as cutesy.
Anyway, are you okay, Nozomi? Takumi didn't flash you or anything, did he?
Damn. I never do that.
Mm,
Actually, he really helped me out. It would have been dangerous for me to go alone. Why didn't you call a mean lady Nozomi? Is it because I smell? Sorry, Kiyoshika, and you don't smell. I just found the idea of asking for help a little unsavory. Lady Nozomi, you jest. You don't know what I taste like, my god. My god, Kiyoshika.
Enough! Silence from the idiot, please.
But seeing as the two of you returned safely, and Moko woke up without incident, we have ourselves a happy ending. I'm truly relieved. Hey, Moko, we heard that you're as strong as all get out.
And you're a high school pro wrestler? Ain't that something?
If she's not strong, I can relax and go back to being a shaden. But you just made up your mind to fight. He's joking, I think. Anyway, it's encouraging that we can fight the invaders together. Glad to have you, Moko. Fighting the invaders? Why did that startle you? Okay, so does she not want to go back to the battlefield? Does she have some PTSD? Like, what? I would assume she could have developed some sort of trauma based on the fact that she's been captured. I think that's kind of where we're heading, and then we're gonna have to persuade her too. Moko, what is it?
Huh?
Oh yeah, she's trying to like she's trying to portray herself as strong, but the moment she hears the word invaders, it like triggers her. Yeah, she doesn't want to notice. She doesn't want people to notice her weaknesses, and I think that's really interesting. Huh? Yeah. You can count on me. Last Defense Academy. Can you smell what Moko is cooking?
Huh? You can cook? I don't think she means it literally. It's more of a wrestling thing.
Seriously, I think it's a general thing nowadays.
God, this place is filling up with meat pads and chalks. This isn't a fighting game.
It could be. Anyway, Nozomi Takumi, aren't you tired after a long night of searching? I'm fine as wine now, so why don't you rest up for today? Yeah, I'll take you up on that. I'm beat from all the walking. I hate the voice I'm doing for her. I will have to work out something for the next session because this is terrible. There was a lot I wanted to ask Moko about, but I could always do that tomorrow. But I want to talk with you more, Moko.
Oh.
Be good and get some rest. Can't grow up into a fine woman without beady sleep, can ya?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
There you go. Take a spoonful of honey before bed for a sound night's sleep. It's good for your skin too.
Mwah.
Tips from a fine woman to another.
I'm sorry, I fucking lost it. Oh my fucking god. Man, this is hilarious. I want to riff on her so bad, but I'm too scared she'll whoop me. I relate to this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and rest. Oh god, that was so funny. I followed Moko's kind advice and decided to take it easy in my room for the rest of the day. Give me just a second. I'm out of water. I'm just gonna get more. It'll be just a minute. BRB. All right, I'm back. Let's keep going. This is crazy, man. Still, what a shock. I never thought Mocha would wake up so suddenly. In the end, there was no point in going out, but that's a pretty gripe. That's a patty gripe at this point. Anyway, I'm beat. I guess I should call it a day. I laid my exhausted body down on the bed and immediately fell into deep sleep. How many days are we gonna sleep for? Just one? I think so. 'Cause I think that's the longest we've
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine.
that's the longest we've used Hemo-Anima for, and I believe Hemo-Anima does tire you out a little bit.
Get ready for your 60-second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable
And suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. I might have to take my leave soon because I gotta get ready to go to the beach later this morning. It's okay. I mean, I won't be streaming for too long either way. Probably more like 40 minutes or something. Because I gotta go to work. I wish I was going to the beach and not to the work.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
But I would wish I could just play this game for like 12 hours, to be honest. Above everything else. Whew, that's the most rest I've gotten in a while. Thanks to a good sleep, I felt totally revitalized. Well, time to go to the cafeteria. I need to talk to Moko some more. Hey, Nozomi. Oh, Takumi, good morning. Did you rest well after yesterday? Yeah, I was completely knocked out. Me too. Oh, by the way, thank you again for yesterday. You were such a big help. Sure, although in the end it looks like we didn't need the antipyretic after all. But if I'd gone alone, I might not have ever made it back. Well, we made it back in one piece, and Moko's awake now too, so it all worked out. Hey, Takumi. Next time, you should tell me about yourself. Huh? You want to hear about me? I just talked on and on about myself before, without hearing anything about you. That feels a little unfair. So next time, it's your turn. I'll be looking forward to it. Nozomi wants to hear about me. If she feels that way, she must be warming up to me. 12 hours like the Montezuma stream? Yeah, probably not. Like, especially, no, Montezuma, I will say, like, Montezuma is an easy game to stream for, like, hours on end. Because I just have to click things on my screen. In this game, I have to voice characters. I cannot voice characters for 12 hours. But that's exactly why I can't tell her about Katawa. I don't want to make things awkward when she's finally opening up. It's also possible that experiment she was talking about has something to do with it. But I won't know until she's ready to tell me. Interesting sauce. Montezuma 100% speedrun, don't even joke about that. Please, just let me out. I finished the game, just let me have let me take a breath. I'm already excited that I will have a Saturday tomorrow where I don't have to play Montezuma. That's like the first in like the last month or something. Why is Gaku so happy? My god. That's kind of terrifying in its own way. God, like, I can, you know, I can see we miss Montezuma. Stop, you don't. You're just tricking yourself into thinking you are, but you are not. I see shipping potential for Takemaru and Moko. I don't know if I'm just saying this because the two are the most jacked. But definitely I think the two could have some interesting developments. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone was already there. The others had all surrounded Moko and were listening to her intently. Is she like telling like a bunch of stories? Yep. So
Then all the faces rush out to congratulate me, and I'm like,
What are y'all doing here? I thought you died!
No.
And then, BAM! Smash cut to credits. We all go home. The cafeteria erupted into laughter at Mocha's story. They all came back to life at the end like nothing ever happened? What kind of referee would let a match continue until someone died? Even for kayfabe, that's stretching things. One shook off being blinded by black mist, another survived being pushed off a building. Verily, these warrior skills sound most worthy of study. Speaking of which, Zubi, don't mind telling me what that ship fan Montezume is about? Oh my god, that's right. Artson just saw it today. I sent him like a week ago and he just saw it today. That's wonderful. Morning. What are y'all talking about? Hey there, hun. Oh my gosh, I love her. Hey there, hun. I was just talking about the time I won the Super Slam Down Supreme 8. I thought it was like V. Okay. Mocha is already fit right in, and she really knows how to liven up the mood. If we'd had someone like this from the start, we might have been a more cohesive team, Hideko included. Mama Mocha. Get out of my mind. Mama Mocha's a real ray of sunshine, huh? But the brighter the mood, the darker the shadow it casts. Oh, that's right. Since Mocha is okay, I wanted to ask her some stuff. If she can tell us about what happened when she was captured by the invaders, maybe we'll get some new clues.
Mocha is something else. She's so captivating a person, the polar opposite of me. The Super Slam Down Supreme 8? You're still holding those? How many Slam Down Supremes can there possibly be?
Is this like a joke on like Final Fantasy?
It's such a bummer seeing everyone having so much fun, and feeling like this just makes me hate myself even more.
Damn, Darumi. Ah, poor girl. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for them to cuck with Darumi, man. I feel like the game is really building up her to a breaking point, and she's gonna do something insane. If Kako was ever inspired by Miss Mojiro to start training, what would I do?
Mocha is amazing. I want to be just like her. Aw, this is so fun. Mocha's a really exciting person.
The way she's immediately become the center of our circle. Mocha's unlike any other we've seen before. Alright, everyone is down bad for her, and I like it. Mocha's the life of the party as usual. But why did she sleep for that long?
This girl's a real laugh riot. Who knew someone like this was over at the other school?
I love how you guys are just going on about the drawing. And like, you know, Zubi that drew the orange totem as their kid, and I thought it was like a third wheel. And I even pointed out that it's funny that the orange totem, like, literally holds a physical wheel. So it was so fitting. Karsus, don't they know? I have stories about fighting against a ring of foes too.
I appreciate that Mocha's better again, but she really never shuts her trap.
I'm glad Mocha seems to be doing well.
Huh?
Hey Mocha, do you have a moment? There's something I wanted to ask you. Alright, never mind then. I don't have anything to ask you about. So long as it's nothing about my measurements or my feet.
Feet?
Oh my god, I love her so much. She's so fun. Actually, what I wanted to ask was about when you got captured by the invaders. There's a trigger.
Oh, that's right. We haven't talked about that yet.
Everyone was so worried when you and Nozomi went missing. We completely forgot about it. Moko, would you mind telling us about your time as the invaders' prisoner? Did I do something to you? What was it? Tell us everything. Hey, you need to be more delicate when speaking to a lady. Yeah, there's the trigger. She's not ready to talk about it. Moko?
Huh?
She's gonna lie about it because I wonder if something like actually happened. Like, did they torture her or something? Like, this is interesting. My orange totem feather was just a result of being bored at a family gathering and me accidentally memorized the design during all my failed attempts at drawing orange. It came out pretty good though. I like it that he's like giving a thumbs up on your art. Oh, well, boys are so rude. If you're mean, I'll pop your head like a grape. Yeah, there she is, avoiding the subject.
You can do that?
Huh? Well, what happened when they took you away?
No.
Bullshit. She's like literally avoiding it. I mean, not bullshit. I feel like that's insensitive. But you know, she is literally dodging the subject because something traumatic happened. Like, this is bullshit. She doesn't. It's not that she doesn't remember. Like, she maybe remembers it too well. She's just trying to like avoid the subject because I feel like here's the thing. I can send you Zubida afterwards because I do have his drawings. So yeah. I want to talk about this a little bit because, of course, like, Moko is, like, this, wrestler girl. She's, like, super strong, and she's jacked as all hell, and she's, like, mommy material. So, I think, like, the idea and the perception she has of herself is, like, someone who has to, like, pose herself as a strong person, someone who has no weaknesses, right? Like, I think we, you know, we are like led to assume that based on like her design and just the way that her personality behaves, right? So I think she's just trying, like, subconsciously trying to bury those memories of her being weak and all of that. Like, even when she was sick in bed, she would like not like you know, she just like play it down like, hey, I don't even know what fatigue actually means. I'm doing fine, girl. Just, you don't worry about me, right? So yeah, she's someone who doesn't want to show weakness, and that's probably related to her upbringing as a wrestler and as someone who, you know, has to be strong both physically and mentally in whatever time. So it just makes sense that she would like subconsciously bury the, you know, the thoughts and the memories of the events that kind of traumatize her a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna take us, both for us and from her, a lot of strength to get those events out of her, right? And I don't know exactly how we're gonna conduct that. Like, I don't think we're gonna persuade her, but I do think she's gonna have a problem with tapping into the fight again, like joining the battle. So yeah, we might be able to persuade her to join again, and that's when we're gonna get the truth out of her. But she definitely remembers it. She's just like avoiding intentionally. But to be honest, if we lock in and focus on creating Montezuma fandom, we might kick up something that humanity has never seen. Brother, like, I swear to God, when I get to Montezuma 4, like, the world is gonna change. Like, we're actually gonna make Montezuma a thing on everyone's brains. It's gonna be the next hot thing. Like, it's gonna be 2027, and people are gonna be talking about Montezuma on the streets. Like, Montezuma's gonna be a subject at school. Well, it actually is a part of a history subject, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's play the game. Sorry guys, I don't remember a thing. Huh? After I actually got captured, it all turns fuzzy. You don't remember anything? You were held in an enemy facility, right? Don't you remember how you escaped? I haven't the foggiest. I didn't even know where I was being held. Suddenly, I just woke up in the middle of a ruin and then wandered aimlessly around the streets. And by sheer dumb luck, I ended up here. Dumb luck, huh?
So what about the Undying Flames? How'd you get past them?
The invaders opened a hole in the wall, right? And you went through that?
Bingo! I made use of the hole they made.
What happened to the invaders after that? Oh yeah, you can tell she's like making it up as she goes.
For real? You messed them all up on your own? You're the real goddamn deal.
Oh, stop. I'm just a frail, sweet girl. But when shit gets tough, you gotta get tough too. Hey, stop making me say unladylike stuff. Boys are so horrible.
No one made you say that.
So then, why were you asleep for so long? Do you not have any idea about that either?
I guess I was real tired. I was walking in the ruins for ages, you know. Is exhaustion enough to make you sleep for a week? Well, she doesn't remember. Maybe they did something to her. There's no way the enemy would capture her and then just leave her be.
Isn't there? We haven't done anything to our prisoner.
Not yet, anyway. Personally, in order to understand the invaders' biology and how their brains and bodies work, I think we should vivisect her.
Stop that! Prisoners are living beings too. We should all cherish and nurture her together.
Did it say nurture? Who's this prisoner you keep talking about? Oh my god, like she's gonna actually want to kill that thing, isn't she?
Alright, we didn't tell you. We imprisoned a commander who surrendered.
As your keeper, I'm responsible for her. I even take her waste away, god. Jesus Christ, that's a little weird.
Really, that's impressive, but kinda nasty too. She seems to have finally adapted now. She eats her food without even leaving a scrap. But she won't take a single bite of any meat. Maybe the invaders are vegetarians?
Huh. Interesting. I see. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Mocha, you don't know anything about the invaders? Yeah, sorry. That's disappointing. I thought we might figure out their weak points or strategies. Super jumbo sauce. We have no need for intel. All we must do is righteously slay the evil ones. Yep. Even without intel on the enemy, our forces have gotten stronger. Moko seems pretty strong too. That's super reassuring.
Moko, it's been a while. How about a sparring session? I bet I'll beat you this time.
Oh, now we're talking. Show us what kind of damage you can do.
No.
Sorry guys. Well, I'm still not in perfect shape. My body won't move how I want it to. Must have lost muscle after sleeping so long. It's interesting, I almost feel like she's faking the fact that she's feeling well. Like, physically. Cause yeah, like, she does, you know, she does speak up as if she's, like, doing fine, if she's, like, you know, in perfect condition, but now she's like, oh, I'm not super good yet.
I'm not an ultra cute angel idol pro wrestler anymore. Just an ultra cute angel idol.
God, I love her so much. Her personality is literally one of the best. Dude, like, Gaku is so the type of dummy mommies, right? Like, my God, like, Gaku, this, like, is the ideal woman for Gaku. Like, seriously, he's, like, so down bad. I fucking love him. Man, this cast is incredible. I want to say something so bad.
How could I make people buy tickets for our exhibition match if I showed up in a sorry state like this?
He's so down bad, put him in a cage. I'm afraid that if we put him in a cage, we'll have to, like, collect his waste and other things his body might produce in that cage. I'm not gonna tunnel down into that too much.
You are going to sell tickets?
I got myself together right quick, so just wait a little longer, okay?
When I'm back to normal, I won't go easy on you. I'll rip your spine right through your mouth.
Is that a Sub-Zero fatality reference?
That's not a wrestling move.
I see, so she's not back to normal yet. I can say I'm surprised considering how long she was asleep. What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget it.
Huh? Okay, if you're so sure. Rim is with the prisoner, but it will make things worse. A little bit, yeah. After that, we finished breakfast while listening to Moku's monologues, then went back to our rooms for the moment. So, in the end, we didn't get any new info on the invaders, but it's clear that what we have to do. We just have to fight through the 100th day. 38 days left. We're gonna survive this. It's crazy that we're already in day 62, man. I will say. Where is my dummy mommy? Interesting that Nozomi is in her room. Well, seriously, where? Oh. Oh, okay. She's in the courtyard. Fair enough. God, she's so gigantic. Okay.
I'll be back in top form before you know it. Just give me a little time, okay?
Alright. So, let's see if we can, upgrade some stuff. Man, I feel actually super bad for Datomi, man.
Everyone's being so positive lately, it makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, we've done everything here. I needed linguistics level 3 to upgrade this. I don't have materials anyway, though. Huh. Attack +1. I like this. Could talk to Aotsuki, Takemaru. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Takemaru. It's been a minute.
Damn it, someone's gotta pay for this.
Why are you so angry, Takemaru?
The pudding I left in the refrigerator is gone. I don't know what kind of asshole took it, but they've got guts messing with the men's pudding. When I find out who did this, I'm gonna tear them from them!
Well, Takemata, calm down! I get that you're mad, but you can always just use the rational manic to make more.
Don't be an idiot! Pudding tastes best when it's been chilled for a couple hours. I ain't eating a lukewarm fresh from the machine pudding.
All this over a pudding cup? This guy is really serious about his desserts. Sorry for headphone users there. After spending some time together, understand Takemata better now? Yeah. Kurata, my beloved. Ima, though. Oh my god, we need to talk to Ima. I'm sorry. Here for some food, Mr. Sumino. Hungry? Try this. Grilled tuna belly with strawberry sauce, dressed with soft serve ice cream. Tuna and strawberries. And I have red bean mochi soup with steak over here to follow. I replaced the dumplings with beef. Just hold on a second, Ima. Why would you combine expensive ingredients with sweet stuff like that?
Hey!
Surely they'd be better if you just ate them normally. Well, I have no idea what to do with quality ingredients like this, so I just figured the sweeter the better. It makes sense, because, you know, since they've been homeless, they would not be in touch with refined cuisine and anything of the sort, right? So they would just like eat whatever. I did it, sorry. No, not the pudding. That's like literally asking to die, eating Takemata's pudding. Sugar makes everything taste better. It's the greatest seasoning ever made. After spending some time together, understanding them better now. Man, I am really getting their wish lists developed. Let him cook, never let him near a fridge. Yeah, this is the one character you can't let cook.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. Night already. Another day's done then. If we can keep this if we can keep this up one day at a time, eventually we'll make it to day 100. We just have to keep going. Feeling determined, I quietly drifted off to sleep. Flashback? No. Alright.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 63rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Alright, it's morning. Time to head to the cafeteria. I'm sure everyone else is already there. Probably listening to Moko's stories again. What if she's not here, though? Oh, no, she is. As expected, everyone... Wait, but, Gakko is, like, serious now. And Takemata is also, like, what the fuck? As expected, everyone was gathered in a cafeteria this morning as well. And just like yesterday, everyone had surrounded Moko, listening to her speak. What if she's telling, like, a sad story?
I completely lost control. I knew it was against the rules to do this as an evil heel. But I protected my partner from a brutal moonsault. And then I yelled, "Even villains are capable of friendship!"
With Moko's poignant words, the cafeteria broke down into sobs. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, They might have been despicable bastards, but they fought their way through so much hardship together.
Even if helping out is against the rules, there's no way you can abandon a friend.
In the end, the greatest villain of all of the DDTs. My God. In the end, the greatest villain of all. My God, I am losing my mind. In the end, the greatest villain of all was all of the DDTs they took along the way.
What are you all talking about?
Just telling everyone about the time I was in a Supermania Tag Team Tournament. I could cry just thinking about it.
I see. You have quite the exciting life. By any measure, Moko's quickly become the center of our circle of friends. I don't know if it's because she's a pro wrestler, but she has a natural magnetic charm. The power of friendship, hell yeah, brother. Damn.
Aw, man, this is so sad. Fuck. And, like, Darumi is an interesting character because, like, I just want to give her a hug, but I feel like that would just make her feel worse. Right? It's so, like, she's such an interesting character. Aw, everyone's having such fun. Don't you ever think about how you're hurting with all that happiness? Hey, tell us about the time you were in the Ultra Olympics. You stopped the bullet train to save a puppy, right? I want to hear about the ranked free-for-all. That part when your long-lost brother got erased from history was so heartbreaking. Hey, stop trying to monopolize me. A real woman belongs to no one. I almost wonder if she's, like, making up a bunch of those stories. Right? Like, those seem a little absurd to me. I'm dying over here. Yeah, same.
Just as it was yesterday, the mood in the cafeteria was lively, but for some reason there was one person who stood by herself watching from afar. Nozomi. And I feel like Nozomi is picking up on how, like, overly flowery she's acting. Right? Because, like, I think Nozomi understands that this is, like, not her usual behavior. And she might be thinking that something did happen to her when she was captured, and hence why she's acting like she is right now. Right? What's with Nozomi? She seems kind of worried. But what's to worry about her? Her friend is back on her feet and doing so well. I almost wonder if, like, yeah, something's up. Absolutely. I wonder if, like, this Moko is so different from how Moko usually would act that that Nozomi thinks this might not be the real Moko. With Moko keeping the mood nice and comfortable, we all finished breakfast. Then we went back to our rooms. Oh, man. I need to wrap this up soon. The mood feels so relaxed thanks to Moko, but we never know when the invaders will attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night. We've got to keep our guard up. Wonder if I can... Probably not. Like, this game is so restrictive with barging into people's rooms. Yeah. Oh, we can talk to Kyoshika, though. Let me just chat with Moko for a bit here. I wonder if she's just gonna say the same line from before. Like, I'm gonna be back in top form before you know it, or whatever the hell. Oh my god, she was, like, right there. I walked the entire world to see her. Yep. I really want to talk to Kyoshika. Like, every time I talk to her, it cracks me up. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna do that. Or do I read a book? Actually, let's read a book. We've been talking to people for a while. I think we read, oh, literary history of the Tokyo Residential Complex. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be saucy. I'll try reading this book today. Literary history of the Tokyo Residential Complex. The Tokyo Residential Complex bookstores had rows of literary works from the old world that were published before blank. We were able to preserve some works written by such literary masters as Soseki Natsume, Ryonosuke Akutagawa, and Yasunari Kawabata. On the other hand, there are countless other works that have been lost. Historical novels are one example. Works based on both Japanese and international history have disappeared along with the entire genre. Huh. Very peculiar that this, specifically history books, disappeared, almost like they were covering it up. And now, I immediately recall what you said before, Adderellis. This is interesting. This was carried out by the Tokyo Residential Complex Secretariat Security Division, stating blank as the reason. Atokagawa mentioned. Who is Atokagawa? Am I derping in something? Atokagawa. It's a Japanese writer. Made oh, it's like one of the biggest Japanese writers. I should have known that. I'm sorry. Base reference. It seems like it. I don't know much about Japanese writers in general besides you know, people who did the stuff I'm into. This is interesting, though. Members of the security division parse through every literary work and thoroughly blank anything based on humanity's previous history. Rewrite? What? Are they like... Huh. Based on the security law enacted in the year blank of the residential complex calendar, this blank was meant to blank the public's interest in the subject. What the fuck? Yeah, like, I feel like they are covering it up. Like, I think the blank here is meant to reduce public's interest in the subject. Like, they're trying to make people forget about the surface world for some reason. Huh. Blank, 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 yeah. Most of it has been censored. It's practically unreadable now. That's why it sounds so familiar. Yeah, Bungo straight dodge. Like, God, I can't believe I don't know that. It feels like it's something I should know. Bungo straight dog. Yeah, it's an anime I don't know about. I'm sorry for being so stupid. I'm not, you know, I'm still like getting to know anime. Reading this book increased your literacy by 5. Awesome. It's like Lona High for literature majors. Interesting. Oh, we can talk to Gaku or Yugamu or Darumi. Saucy. I want to talk to Darumi.
Ah!
What is the matter, Darumi? Did something happen?
No, I just felt like crying.
Wow. A person should have a reason to cry. Tears are supposed to mean something. Damn. Okay.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
It's okay, Tavin, and won't hate you for not knowing some anime. Well, thank you. But I still wish I knew more. Another day has ended peacefully without any invader attacks. That was a quick chat. It was. It was. But it's interesting. Like, I think it tells you a lot about Darumi's character. Like, she's just I really like, you know what's interesting about her character? I don't know if I have time to just go on a tangent about that right now, because I do need to wrap up the stream. But I think one of the interesting things about her character is that, like, she acts like she's trying to, like, be the center of attention. Like, she's just crying for no reason, and then, you know, it just invites you to talk to her and see what's up. And then when you talk to her, like, nothing is up. She just kind of wants attention. And I wonder if that has something to do with her abusive brother, who, like, would never, like, never listen to her, never be on the same level as her, and would just, like, treat her with violence all the time and never treated her as a person. So I wonder if, like, a lot of those emotions that she has right now bottled up, and the way she kind of behaves is meant to, like, basically paint herself as an attention seeker. Does that make any sense? Like, I feel like there might be something in there. But yeah, like, I think her situation is very tragic. Like I said, she's the type of person who just needs, you know, I don't think she can understand the concept of being happy and being relaxed, because she lived such a hellish life full of horrible days of being like, God knows what happened to her, of being spanked, of being abused, and maybe even further than that. So, like, she basically, like she said, she closed herself off and self-loathed all day because she was just never around the concept of being happy. So the only thing that's able to pull her out of those inner demons she has is extreme stimuli, like, you know, gory stuff of chaos, killing games, and all that crap. And it's the situation where, like, you can't even comfort her with words, you can't hug her, you can't do anything for her, because none of that will have any effect on her. I think that's one of the most interesting things about her character for me. Poor Darumi. Seriously. Another day has ended peacefully without any invader attacks. But the more days that pass without incident, the bigger my apprehension grows. Seriously. Almost like something bad is happening without us even noticing. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Almost like we are actually carrying out the invader's will, and we've been gaslighted into believing we're saving humanity. Nah, I'm overthinking. Being a pessimist isn't going to help. Or is it? Despite a strange sense of uneasiness, I fell asleep, and so ended our 63rd day at Last Defense Academy.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine!
Alright. This will be it for this session. This was amazing. Like, lots of really saucy things, I will say. Like, of course, Moko waking up and seeing her fucking personality was amazing. Like, she's a flippin' riot. I love her to pieces, and I do think she has the potential of becoming one of my favorite characters. So far, I've already loved her. First impressions are at the top. She's great. And I think, like, the part I was more interested about is on the talk that Nozomi had with Takumi in that shelter during the thunderstorm. I feel like that gave us a lot of insight into certain things and definitely plants the seeds for some theories and ideas that I've been having, right? And the idea that she's an experiment as well is so weird, and I really don't know what they mean exactly by that. And again, the open-endedness of the phrasing does certainly confuse you a little bit, and you're not, like, you can't tell what it actually means until Nozomi herself says it, just like Takumi stated. So
yeah, really saucy stuff. And again, I will be thinking into this, and for the next session, which will be on Monday, I will have a PowerPoint presentation. We're gonna go for some time and just kind of get into those theories and pick up all those elements that are kind of being loose threads in all of this, and we're gonna try to combine all of them and make something concise that can maybe explain a little bit of what's going on here, because I do have some ideas and I have a lot of faith in them because they make a lot of sense to me, and I do want to figure out like how certain things play into my ideas to see if like anything tracks. So yeah, this will be it for today's session of 100 Line. Thank you so much for everyone who showed up. Panta, Ani, I believe Ani is new. At least I don't remember you being here before. Welcome. Artsinist, first timer in the 100 Line stream. I hope you weren't too overwhelmed with the aimful dump of this game. Like this a really hard game to like, jump into if you haven't followed the rest of it. Yeah, I was punching the face by this game today, but the stream was fun. I have to go anyway. Yeah, have fun at the beach, by the way. Thanks for showing up, and thank you, Panta. I'll catch you all on the next stream. We're streaming a big, hefty stream of Omori tomorrow, so yeah, probably gonna see you guys there. And we're gonna be back with 100 Line on Monday, as I said before. So, thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a good day. See you later.